they can overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Brogdon and Lamb are the guards. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. And it's Reese in at the 3 spot. For the Hornets. Out on the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Bridges out there with Plumlee, and it's Ball in at the point. You know, Hayward, like a lot of NBA players, is a pretty serious gamer in his free time off the court.
And you know what, Kevin? There are some people that think video games help with your hand-eye coordination. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I do know there are worse ways to rest up and keep yourself ready for the next real game than what Hayward was doing.
Bridges with it. Brogdon picks him up. Bridges shot. Good.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
And that's just terrific positioning on his part to get that board. I mean, he might not have the size, but his basketball IQ and feel is off the charts.
Reese the pass to Sabonis. Hayward against Turner. Shot clock at 6. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's Ball with the 3. Pacers with the rebound. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And they...
yeah!
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Hayward at the stuff.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Reese and Hayward with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Out of bounds.
And again, the turnover by the Pacers.
And let's check out some stats for Brogdon. Great showing for him last season. He was around 21 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's such a part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Here is Slim. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside, Sabonis. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Reese the pass to Sabonis. Lets it go from deep. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist by Sabonis.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
Rozier showing you nice feel for recognizing that one of his guys was wide open and got him the ball.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Out to Lamb, the 3, and Indiana, another 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Just right.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Plumlee. Oubre comes in for Miles Bridges. Martin's checked in for Terry Rozier. And Smith's subbed in for Ball. Here's LeVert. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating a step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Washington kicks to Hayward. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple. I think a lot of people expected great things from Sabonis purely because his father was the stuff of legends.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. His dad, Arvydas Sabonis, is one of Europe's all-time basketball greats. But Domas has really lived up to that legacy as far as I see it. I mean, he's a star in his own right with multiple all-star selections to his name and perhaps a few more in his future.
Smith against McConnell. And there's the pass to Oubre. He kicks it to Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
He's got some years on him now, Gordon Hayward. Even into his 30s, though. He can still punch it home.
Hayward against Gray. Pass to Duarte. Sabonis trying to get open. And the Pacers another three.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Passes it to Martin. Three-pointer. Cans it from downtown.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Sabonis. Again, Indiana.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now here's Hayward. Again, the Hornets score.
Boy, keeping that ball tight like it's on a string. I love seeing Hayward get a little tricky.
Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts.
Oh, beats the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
It's opportunity for those players stepping into a bigger role.
And that's what this league is all about, being ready when your number is called. Those others have to rise to the moment.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
We've got Oubre. Ish Smith is out there with Martin. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Hayward in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And McConnell gets it to go.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Hayward against McConnell. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
Indiana.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Brooklyn Nets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Hayward. Rozier comes in for Oubre. And it's ball in for Smith.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Pacers. They trail by 1. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And stolen by McConnell. And here they come. Here's Reese. The big dunk at the end of the break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. He said, I fit the identity of this team as an underdog that overperforms and proves people wrong. I've been asked to be the leader of this team. I lead with my voice and by example. I'll be fearless on the court so that my teammates can follow. Kevin?
I love what he's about, David. Thank you. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down. Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Hornets trail by 3.
And a lot can be said about Domantas Sabonis' scoring ability, but everything else he does, he also excels at. Also a terrific passer for a big man.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Ball against Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock to the inside. Here's Martin, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Three on the clock. Bridges finds Martin. And it's the Hornets, another 3. You know, when you think about the other areas where Sabonis stands out, rebounding has to come to mind as well.
Yeah, and Kevin, he's a guy who fights for possessions, not going to overwhelm you athletically, but he knows his team relies on him to be a force on the glass, so he's never afraid to get physical to win those battles.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Really encouraging to see Rozier make these reads like that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents, and not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list, but then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
It's good. Turner's got his first bucket in this one.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Rozier. That's tipped. Here is Slim. Rozier defending. Here's Reese. They get it again. Duarte passes to Reese. Tries again. And the layup is good. Now it's a 3-point Indiana lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And now 1:06 left in the first half. On the wing, Lamb. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Lamb's got 9 points.
You know, wanting to get better at shooting the 3-ball, Lamb, the key to improving is the confidence you gain from putting in the work to get better.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Brissett passes to Johnson. Over Plumlee. Bitadze with the bucket. Bitadze's got the lead up to 6 now for Indiana.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one, getting the deuce?
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Plumlee.
And, you know, Smith, the former Demon Deacon, he's a savvy veteran whose passing and shooting really can frustrate opponents.
Here's Bitadze, and again it's Indiana.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen. Here's Brissett, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And stolen by Hayward. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Trailed by as many as 6 points in the first period.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Indiana, Brogdon and Lamb are the guards. Then there's Slim, and it's Brissett in at the 4. That's tipped. One-on-one here. Here's Reese, and he jams it with authority.
Night, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now, here's Rozier, guarded closely. In the corner, it's Bridges. The offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee. Nails the baby hook. Plumlee's got 10 points.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Outside ball. Back to Rozier. 6 to shoot. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Pushing hard, Rozier able to catch the defense off guard that time. His speed, the difference.
Well, a lot of people were nervous about Rozier's contract. Signed for big money with the Hornets, but he has more than earned it.
You know, at the time, a lot of fans thought it was too much for him, Greg, but to Rozier's credit, he's improved since he inked that deal, and now it's looking like a cap-friendly contract.
And Indiana making a change here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Torrey Craig comes in for Brissett. Karis LeVert's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Outside Turner. Over Plumlee. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Hey, Turner's not just an interior scorer. This guy has a jumper that's really reliable. So you got to honor and respect his shot.
Hayward outside, and Slim picks up the foul.
Pacers
Goes up off the inbound, and Ball slams it in.
Boy, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
And it's LeVert missing. Hornets trail by 12. Knocked loose. And a fast break now for the Pacers. McConnell finds Craig. Here's Turner. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
Here's Hayward. It's good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Yep, that one goes in there. LeVert's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Outside Turner, jacks up a 3, drills the three-pointer. Turner's got 9 points.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Charlotte calls timeout. Comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Smith subbed in for Martin. Indiana also making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Slim in for LeVert. McConnell against Ball. Back to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. 11 feet away, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you can see why Smith is out there. I mean, he runs the offense extremely well, especially screen and rolls, where he's as dangerous as we have.
Reese, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did, up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game.
Sabonis making sure to pass it where his teammates are open, and that's just being a good passer there.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish. Really like that work.
Hornets trail by 17. Here's Smith. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Terry Rozier's checked in for Charlotte. Miami's checked in for the Pacers. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for T.J. McConnell. Poked away to the left side wing. Pass to Rozier. Takes it inside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Here is Slim, covered by Oubre. Brogdon outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brogdon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. And the third.
So it's the Hornets now. Ball from long range. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Well, I love the feel Ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
That's how to down with a flourish. Guys, windmill that baby home.
Oh, you're right. And he does it on the reverse just for good measure.
Hey, if you're going to go to the windmill, might as well make it as flashy as possible.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Bridges and Washington are manning the post position. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Reese the pass to Lamb. And here's Sabonis. Shoots over Oubre, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. 19-point game. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip.
And Ball definitely has the passing DNA. Some of his dime drops are really sweet.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off.
Oubre. Hornets trail by 21. Rozier with the ball. He's picked up by Lamb.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
It's Turner, high post. Working on Plumlee. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
What a nice job getting up to deny that shot. Washington showing you terrific anticipation on that rejection.
Second team foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Here's Sabonis. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Washington, that's good. Washington's got 4 points this quarter.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Turner, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And they'll keep possession. Turner finds LeVert. Offensive rebound. Sabonis. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 17. Charlotte calls timeout. You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to
box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Hayward outside. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 4 assists in the game. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. Bridges, he's checked in for P.J. Washington.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Deep.
Onto the floor.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Hayward against LeVert. It's blocked.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
From deep 3-point range, Plumlee with the rebound. Hornets trail by 14, and the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Plumlee trying to break loose. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I tell you what, you got to like the aggressiveness there from Bridges because he forced the defense that time to commit the foul.
He's perfect from the line this time. Pacers leading by 10. From deep. The shot by McConnell, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And he trims the lead to single digits.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. You may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. They grab their own miss. Here's Turner. Knocks it loose. Sabonis, the pass to Turner. Sabonis trying to get open. And it's good for 2. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Hayward finds Bridges. The rebound by Turner. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. And the Hornets call time here. They're behind by 8. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Sabonis. That one, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in. No good on the quick 3.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And the Pacers call time here. They lead by and subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Here is Slim, defended by Hayward. Back to Brogdon. At the elbow, it's Turner. They pass to Sabonis, and they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it. Does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
And taking the technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on. in that type, and taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. Yeah, how about the nerves there? And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Unflappable. This guy.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Shooting the technical free throw.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet, and he produces in every area.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes the